Did it hurt you at all to get these pierces? Nothing.
Am I bleeding?
You're what?
Am I bleeding?
You're not bleeding, nothing.
In order to purify themselves, participants refrain from smoking, drinking, and eating meat for weeks prior to the event. Devotees are sent into a trance-like state, allowing themselves to be pierced all over. There's no blood, no swelling, and they feel no pain. Since leather is made of the sacred cow, shoes cannot be worn. Everyone then walks barefoot over baking hot roads to the temple more than 1 mile away.
Part of the penance is walking barefoot on this very, very hot ground. Okay, but I'm not going to complain, because considering what everyone else has gone through today. Thank you. Thank you. So it's very kind of the neighbors to do this.
Yes.
This, how are they all doing this? No one's complaining, nothing.
I'm born in ecstasy. Think about your mother. Think about the Almighty Lord.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think about my mom.
Think about, yes, because she is your foremost for God. God is everything.
Okay.
Sweet mommy, loving mommy, darling mommy.
Mother, yeah?
This is why the devotees see the holiness of the great supreme power.
Keep talking about my mother.
Yeah. Your mother,
my mother
has been guiding you.
Yeah.
Your mother has been feeding you.
Oh, thank you, Mommy.
Okay.
Thank you.
You got to
Thank
do
you,
that.
Mommy. I got through it. Thank you. You're right.
That is mother's force.
Thank you, Mom.
So,
Once in the temple, offerings of milk are given to the Lord Muruga, then the hooks are removed and the devotees are released from their trance.
Do you do this often?
Every year. Three times a year.
3 times a year you do this?
Yes.
And what do you do in your real life?
I'm an interior decorator.
An interior decorator. How do you feel now?
Perfect, 100%.
You don't have any pain anywhere?
Nothing. As long as you have the faith, you've got no problem.
With 4 miles of warm water patrolled by lifeguards and clean, healthy-sized waves, Durban is a mecca for surfers. I got to meet national surf champion Shane Thorne.
What's the shark situation like out here?
Well, we have shark nets here, so it's pretty protected.
All over the beach?
All along the outside, like for kilometers.
So there's never been a shark attack here? Or?
Well, there has, but in the early 70s, 60s, 70s.
Why are all of you surfers here at Durban? Why is it so great?
Well, one of the better things about Durban is that you've got one certain beach that all the guys come to so that they compete against each other. And each guy, when he hits the lip, the guy next to him wants to hit it harder. So they just get better and better.
So how does it work so that you don't all go crashing into each other?
Generally, the man on the inside of the breaking part of the wave will have right of way to surf that wave. But sometimes it can result in a couple of fists flying or a few bad words.
Get out of my way!
So tell me about Shane. Is he as good as he looks?
Shane, well, put it this way. But Shane, we gotta say, we ain't ready! We're not ready! We're not ready! That's what we think of Shane.
Shane's our god, and we hang around him and get the leftover chicks. You can only grab one, and there's always a couple of groupies hanging around him.
Well, I'm too short to have any of Shane's girlfriends because they're far too tall for me. He said, that's it, Justine's perfect for me.
For most South Africans, public transport is a minibus taxi. They're cheap, go everywhere, and are a great way to meet locals.
Does anybody know where the minivan is to Weenan? So it's about 2.5 hours to Weenan, depending on how fast the driver drives. And as you can see, it's very crowded. But it'll give me plenty of time to learn a little Zulu.
From Durban, it's a 5-hour drive into the heart of Zululand. The area is littered with 19th century battlefields. In Afrikaans, Weenan means place of weeping, because it was here that many died in battles between the Zulu and the Boers. Now it's a small, dusty market town where I met Linda Lani, a young Zulu who offered to take me to a local village that was celebrating the end of harvest.
So are they used to seeing white people here?
Not usually.
The drums were calling the villagers to join them, signaling the start of the celebration. There's so many Zulu legends about courageous Zulu warriors.
Yes.
Do Zulus today feel that they're part of this very courageous warrior tradition?
Yes, Zulus are brave people. No cowards in the Zulu nation. We are all brave.
So
even myself.
Would you fight a war?
No. No, at the moment.
You're brave, but you don't want to fight.
Yeah, I must be brave, but I must think about myself because at some stage I can die.
Dancing and singing are important traditions for the Zulu, celebrating their fierce warrior tradition. The shields that they use in ceremonies are used in battles to this day.
This.
What is it?
What is it?
No, it's something that you give more energy to the dancers. If they hear that, then they dance more than before, yes.
Traveling through Zululand and the Drakensberg Mountains takes you up into the nation of Lesotho. From this direction, the way in is through the Sani Pass. The South African border post is at the bottom of the pass.
Wait a minute. Can I go into Lesotho with this visa?
Yeah, it's no problem. You can go.
But coming back into South Africa.
Coming back into South Africa.
Are you serious? Well, apparently this is kind of problem that happens to travelers all the time, because people forget that Lesotho is a different country. So when you're flying into South Africa, make sure you have a multiple entry visa, because when you leave Lesotho, you're going to be coming back into South Africa again.
The scenery on the climb through the Sani Pass is stunning, but don't even think of attempting the trip without a four-wheel drive and an experienced driver. Lesotho's high mountain pastures have earned it the name Kingdom of the Sky. The whole country is the size of Belgium, and with a population of 2 million, it has its own culture, language, and currency.
Well, that took an hour, and my bum felt every single minute of it, but I'm counting my blessings because that same road used to take ponies 18 hours to cross. And here I am, 9,000 feet up at the highest pub in Africa, about to enjoy my first Lesotho beer. Lesotho is one of the poorest countries in the world. Their legal exports are mostly mohair and Angora wool. Their illegal exports, strangely enough, are mostly diamond and marijuana. The best thing you can buy here, legally, are the wool blankets, the kind you wear. A nice blanket. Is this where you keep your money? This is where you keep, that's your money purse there, yeah? What are all these for?
Yeah, for decoration.
For decoration. This is it? And how much would this one be?
This is 90 and this is 80.
How do you wear it?
Right.
Yeah, that's right. That's good. That's a good length. Otherwise, I'm walking on the blanket.
That's a high.
Do I look like a Basutu? Hello.
Hello.
Is this a pony?
Yeah, it's a pony.
Pony trekking is the best way to see Lesotho, and in winter, it's the only means of transport. Between the scattered villages, you see few people, apart from the occasional shepherd. Although traditional Basotho culture is breaking down through contact with the outside world, most Basotho people still live off the land. Many, however, have left the mountains to work in South Africa. Around these parts, February is sheep dipping time, when all the sheep get disinfected. Lesotho's weather conditions are extremely variable, and Basotho farmers have to constantly contend with drought, floods, and storms. On the way back, we came across a ceremony in the village of Mojakasane.
So what is this ceremony about?
The ceremony is about celebrating the coming of age of young men. They get circumcised and they get taught or given advice on adulthood, and now they're full men.
So now they're being welcomed back into the community?
Exactly.
Once the village chief announced the return of the young men, the celebrations got underway. Traditional beliefs are still strong in these rural areas. There's much emphasis on the ancestors, who act as intermediaries between the people and the capricious forces of nature. From Mojakasane, you can travel northwest through Lesotho and back down across the South African border into the town of Vicksburg.
This is Vicksburg, and I've been recommended a place to stay called Rustler's Valley, and the flyer's printed on acid-free, 100% recycled paper. Yeah, I wanted to see if there was a room available tonight. That's gotta be it.
20 minutes drive from Vicksburg is Rustler's Valley. Every Easter they have a huge music festival, but for most of the year it's a great place to kick back and relax.
The lodge is situated in the middle of that mountain. As you can see, on the one end of the mountain we have that beautiful hole in the rock there. And on the other end we have that massive phallic symbol, and the two are joined together in that sort of kilometre of rock. And right in the middle of it we situated there.
You can stay in huts at Rustler's Valley for as long as you like, for just a few dollars a night. place seems a little far out, and it is. But there's a serious side to it. Apart from the 3 musical festivals that they do every year, they've got these classes in permaculture and neurolinguistic programming. And there's this guy named Neon who does something called a sound journey, and he's in that green teepee up there. It says, "Journey into your consciousness."
Well, it's like a sound massage, really. It's sound working over your body and having the musical instruments, you know, integrating and bringing the organs together, vibrating. And the vibrations inside create a lot of harmony and bring you to a lot of really centered space.
The sound journey did send me into a deep state of relaxation. Not a bad start to my big journey north to the Kruger National Park. Kruger is huge, the size of Israel, and it's the largest and oldest game park in the world. Skukuza is the place to head for a true wilderness experience.
90% of the people who visit Kruger National Park come in a closed vehicle, and they drive on a tarred road, and they're not allowed to get out of the car at any point to view the game. But if you book up to about a year in advance, you can stay in one of the wilderness camps where you can then walk around with a ranger. And that's where I'm about to go.
Kruger has the greatest variety of animals of any game reserve in Africa. Most visitors come hoping to catch a glimpse of one of the big 5: elephant, lion, rhino, buffalo, and leopard.